Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I welcome all of you back to our Metallica discography. So, for the uninitiated, what I plan on doing is that in the current year, 2026, I plan on Christmas Day to completely sew up and put a little bow on our time with Metallica in a simple video I call every single Metallica song ranked from worst to best. As you can imagine, it's a bit of an undertaking considering there's like over 120 songs, and considering we are only just up to load, we're almost actually halfway through load as a matter of fact, but there's this, Reload, Saint Anger, Death Magnetic, Beyond Magnetic, Hardwired, and then eventually 72 Seasons to go. So there's still quite a lot of material to go through. And we actually do have a little bit of a very unique case today, because now we cover King Nothing. Which is, I will admit, it is a really cool song, don't get me wrong, but I think it might have unveiled a slight problem I might have with this album that, well, I don't know if it was like relevant before, but it will become relevant as time goes on. But in the meantime, let's explore, shall we? And who knows, in this day and age, there is a little bit of a King Nothingness about this. But I'm assuming Metallica didn't see that far into the future. Meantime, let's go. I knew almost immediately something was wrong, but there we go. Right, take two. Are you satisfied?
All the wants you waste, all the things you chase, then it all crashes down, and you break your ground, and you put your finger up the slow road. Just one thing, just to play the game, but the castle's crumble and you're left with just a game. Oh, then I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, interestingly, very, very, very interesting, and I know it's a bit of an interesting one because I think maybe I think I tried to explain it earlier about how I think this kind of like underlined a little problem that I certainly did feel like I had with this album, and I think it's a little harder to explain at first because I'm not trying to find find things just to poke fun at for this, because I really actually do quite like King Nothing, the story of basically a man who becomes, well, who has everything, but who owns everything but has absolutely nothing, which is really, really, really cool. What isn't, I think, is a little bit out there as well, is, well, it's good, but I feel like there's a lot of other things that are good as well, and I'm not entirely convinced it was sort of just, well, it was I think perfectly somewhere in the middle, and I think that actually, to be honest, sums up my feelings about King Nothing quite well. I think it's good, but I think it is perfectly in the middle. I think it's the most flatline average song that I think Metallica has ever done. I think it's got a lot of the good hallmark qualities, but I also feel that by the time it's over, I'm not too sure if I have really that many strong feelings about it one way or the other. And that's kind of what I was going on about when I said, like, I had like a few things here and there about this, because there are some things that are really, really cool about this album, but there were also just as many things where I feel like, just like in the one or two examples for the Black Album, I think if you could have like cut maybe 2 or 3 songs out, the album would literally be perfect. And I think there's quite a lot of that in Load. There's a few things I could have possibly have just cut out, and it would have been perfect for what it is. But do I think King Nothing deserves to be cut by those same sort of rules? That's a hard one, and to be honest, that's sort of more down to interpretation than anything else. But in the meantime, I'll leave it up for you guys to decide. So, what do you suppose? But in the meantime, I will see all of you guys again next time. Thank you.